I'm Kat, and you're watching AZ Live TV News. We have an exclusive interview this afternoon with Martha Durkin, Interim City Manager at City Hall in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, Martha, and welcome to AZ Live TV News.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Great. Tell us a little bit about who you are and where you came from.
Okay, I am a lawyer by trade. I am training. I worked as a lawyer for about half of my 25 years in public service. And so half of it was doing administration and half law. The areas of law I really worked in were employment law, contracts, procurement, and elections.
Very, very interesting. And so now at the current time, you are the interim city manager.
Correct.
Here in Tucson. So tell us about what does the city manager do, because it sounds like it covers a lot of areas and you have to have quite a bit of expertise.
Yes. Well, the most important criteria for a city manager is experience and stamina. I would say that with the experience I brought to it, I can handle the job because of the many years facing issues in the public sector. The City of Tucson employs nearly 5,000 employees, and we do things that range from police, fire, garbage pickup, we call environmental services. We deliver water to the entire area, and we have parks and recreation, as well as a city court, prosecutor, attorney, and on and on. And then the support departments for all of those things. So you can see it's a wide variety of issues, but they are issues that face the public sector.
And so that is quite a few areas that the city manager is responsible for. Ultimately, the buck stops with the city manager. Would you say that?
The buck stops with the city manager for most decisions, but we are governed by our mayor and council. The mayor and 6 council members direct the city manager. So the city manager is responsible for managing all of the departments and all of those directors, as well as preparing the budget for the city every year. The mayor and council sets policy and tells us how they'd like to see the city run. So for example, we have a bus system that is very expensive but very important to a high quality of life. So the mayor and council sets policy about how we run that. The mayor and council sets policies about how many fire trucks and fire stations we have, how many police officers we can hire, what we're going to do with our parks, how many pools we're going to open each year. That's all set in a budget, and then the manager carries it out.
Very big responsibility.
Yes.
And so as the interim city manager, you are, of course, have to oversee all that. And do you have any other responsibilities that are specifically because of the interim nature?
Well, the interim nature only means that, just that I'm serving in between the retirement of the previous manager and a new hire. But all of the responsibilities are with me in that role. I have about 8 departments that report directly to me, in addition to 2 assistant city managers, 3 assistant to the city manager, and support staff. I think we have about 5 support staff for those employees. We also have our communications director reports to the manager, our economic initiatives director reports to the manager. So that is the direct reports, and that's what goes on in our office every day, and then the other work is out in the departments.
Well, that is very interesting. Thank you for describing that for us. It's a big, big job. When does the city expect that they might be able to find a new city manager?
We're in a national search right now, and the applications are due about mid-January of 2015. So it'll take a couple of months after that if things go well.
Great. And then what about you? What happens to you once the new city manager comes along?
Well, I came to this position from one of the assistant positions in the City of Tucson. So I'll return to that position and help with the transition with the new management team.
Great. Well, we appreciate what you're doing for the City of Tucson. Is there anything else about the city manager's office that you'd like to let our viewers know?
I I would like the viewers to know that the city is in good hands. We have excellent employees here. We have excellent department directors. Our chief of police was just named to the president's task force on policing throughout the United States. We have an excellent zoo. We're very proud of our zoo. We had the first and only African elephant born in our zoo this year. So we're doing some really amazing good news things in the city.
Wow, that's wonderful to know. And my final question to you, if you would like to let our viewers know, what's one thing that you just love about Tucson?
My favorite thing about Tucson is the tolerance of the people who live here. So the people who live here love everything from rodeo parades to air shows at Davis-Monthan to biking around the whole city in the Tour de Tucson. There's hikers, and then there's people that love to go to the opera and different kinds of classical events. So we have so many different kinds of people, but we get along and we tolerate each other.
And that's a beautiful thing. Tucson is a great place to live.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Martha Durkin, for taking the time to talk to AZ Live TV News. And you're watching this on AZ Live TV, where we're all Arizona, all original, all the time. Thanks for watching.
Audio Jungle.